This segment of the news is brought to you by Great Basin College. A pioneer in distance education, your success is their tradition. Now offering over 25 degree and certificate programs in Pahrump and online.
Welcome back. Our lawmakers have ended their session in Carson City. That and more in today's News Across Nevada.
Nevada's taxable sales increased 15% from March of last year to March of this year. Nye County taxable sales totaled about $63.5 million in March compared to about $57.8 million from last year, an increase of 9.9%. Statewide taxable sales in March of 2017 totaled $5.39 billion. The Nevada Assembly and Senate have adjourned. Here are some of the bills that were decided on. New oversight to be put on drivers for ride-sharing companies like Uber and Lyft would make drivers prove they have obtained a $200 state business license within 3 months of joining a transportation network company. It would also require those companies to review drivers' driving records annually and do criminal background checks every 3 years. Assembly Bill 206 would mandate that 40% of the state's electricity production come from clean energy sources by 2030. The state is currently working towards 25% renewable energy by 2025. The Nevada legislature gave final approval Monday night to a bill that includes $25 million in state money to build the new UNLV School of Medicine. The state received $25 million in matching funds from an anonymous private donor to launch construction. One of 4 major bills in the governor signed Monday afternoon implements a base budget of $2.3 billion for public schools through the 2019 school year. The Nevada legislature passed a measure Monday that would outlaw the packaging or labeling of marijuana in a way that would appeal to children. The legislature also gave final approval Monday to a bill that would put the State Department of Taxation in charge of regulating all marijuana sales and taxes. Since Nevada lawmakers gave approval to a regulatory structure to tax the cultivation and sale of recreational marijuana at the beginning of this year, it has been projected to raise $120 million in state tax revenue over the next 2 years. All that money would go towards education, with the exception of a small portion that will be used to cover local government costs and licensing of operations. The legislation levies a 10% tax on all retail sales and a 15% tax on marijuana growers. It would apply to pot grown and sold for medical as well as recreational use. Medical marijuana currently is taxed at 2%. The Nevada Department of Taxation is currently working on special regulations that would allow some recreational sales to begin at existing medical marijuana dispensaries as soon as July 1st. The permanent statewide structure has to be in place by January 1st, 2018. Saturday, June 10th, is Nevada's annual Free Fishing Day. That means anglers here in the Silver State can fish without purchasing a fishing license, but only for that day. All other fishing regulations still apply and will be enforced. 3 Free Fishing Day events focused on fun of fishing will be held Saturday in locations around southern Nevada. Interested parties can mix camping with fishing at Echo Canyon State Park. The Las Vegas City Council will hold its annual fishing derby at Floyd Land Park at Tool Springs. The Nevada Department of Wildlife, in partnership with the National Park Service and the Boulder City Parks and Recreation Department, will hold its annual Free Fishing Day event at Veterans Memorial Park, located off Buchanan Boulevard in Boulder City. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. That's your news across Nevada.
All right, thanks, Deanna. Well, you can sign up now for a poker run fundraiser to benefit the Special Olympics at Who's Dunes.
On Saturday, the 10th, this coming Saturday at 9 to 10 is the sign-ups, if you haven't already signed up here.
So people can sign up before?
Yes, they can, at Who's Dunes.
At Who's Dunes. And do they need to get in contact specifically with you?
No, they can. Any of our bartenders can handle it.
All right, so the poker run is going to start at the Bounty Hunter. What other establishments are involved?
We have the VFW is the second stop. We have Coyote Den and Big Dick's Pizza is the third stop. We have Tatuto's, the Wild Side, Neil Vince's, is the fourth stop. The fifth stop is Hideaway. And then the last stop is here. That's when we're going to have the big barbecue, all included in the $35 entry fee for your poker run and $15 for a passenger. And it all ends up here. We have big barbecue, lots of down-home cooking, and we also have a big raffle going on. We're going to give away bikes. We got donations from everybody in town. They've been wonderful, and it all is here in town.
Where's Who's Dunes located?
Who's Dunes is 900 West 372. It's right next to the Horizon on Linda and 372.
And can you have a car to participate, or does it have to be a motorcycle?
Anything you want. We have people that have driven motorcycles. We have people that drive cars, trucks. We've even had people on four-wheelers. Just come on down here to Who's Dunes. We have everybody ready to take the donations. And you can also buy raffle tickets beforehand. Go ahead and put your name on the back of your half. If you're not here, your name and phone number, and you can win that way too.
And in your entertainment this week, Alicia Cook tells us what's happening in the Cosby trial.
In your entertainment news this week, Bill Cosby acknowledged to police more than a decade ago that he fondled Andrea Constand after giving her what he said were cold and allergy pills to help her relax. Cosby is in the middle of his sexual assault trial this week. Testimony has revealed that the TV star said they had been romantic before, and he told police that Constand showed no ill effects from the 1.5 Benadryl tablets, and she never objected to his behavior. The 79-year-old is charged with aggravated indecent assault and could spend the rest of his life in prison if convicted. He has said the sexual encounter at his suburban Philadelphia home in 2004 was consensual. Cosby has also said that he and the alleged victim were fully clothed. A new set of prosecutors brought charges against Cosby a decade later after a judge unsealed Cosby's sworn testimony from a lawsuit brought against him by Constand. In his deposition, he talked about giving pills and alcohol to women he wanted to have sex with. Amal and George Clooney welcomed Ella and Alexander Clooney into their lives this week. The twins are healthy and doing fine. The announcement to the public added that George is sedated and should recover in a few days. The 56-year-old Clooney wed the 39-year-old British human rights lawyer Amal in 2014, and they went public with their pregnancy news in February. The baby's birth occurred days after the actor decided to skip a Peace Prize ceremony in Armenia on May 28th, amid fears Amal Clooney would go into labor while he was away. Comedy legend Jerry Lewis is getting better but remains hospitalized in a Las Vegas hospital. The 91-year-old Lewis was admitted Friday for a urinary tract infection. Because of his age, his doctor wanted him treated with antibiotics in a medical facility. Close friends have been to visit Lewis and said he developed other complications after being admitted Friday. Lewis was briefly on a respirator to assist breathing, which was removed Sunday. This week, Lewis is scheduled to travel to Toronto for a movie shoot. This has been your entertainment news this week. I'm Alicia Cook for News 46.
All right, thanks, Alicia. Always good to hear what's going on across the entertainment world. Well, let's take a look outside, see what the weather's like today. I know we had the wind a little bit yesterday. Looks like it's still going on a little bit out there now. We'll have more information when we return.